Hey ladies, it's Mal here, and I am just coming to make a video, kind of impromptu, on how this business works. And I'm going to talk about the comp plan a little bit, but I'm going to talk about how this comp plan is designed perfectly, thinking of building leaders. Okay, so I love the way this comp plan is broken down, because it requires that everybody work their business just even a little bit to be able to promote, and you can't ride the coattails of your team. Okay, so some people think that's a bummer, but I've never really been a fan of freeloaders, people that just want free things or they want things handed to them. Maybe because I've always worked for everything I've had, and maybe, I don't know, I love seeing a good work ethic on someone and it paying off, okay? So that's this business, and then they will tell you, anyone in this business will tell you that you cannot go super far and make really good money with this business if you don't have leaders underneath you. So ideally, you want to build a strong team that's wide, and you want to build a strong team that's deep, okay? And you want to build leaders, and it's a numbers game. You have to find, not every single person you recruit is going to touch their business. Not every single person that you recruit is going to have a really good, strong work ethic. Not every single person is the same, okay? That's kind of like those color personalities, if you read that. Everybody's in it for a different reason, and that's perfectly fine, and that's what's awesome about this business. You can make it as successful as you want, or you can make it as, I just want an extra mani and pedi a month kind of thing, okay? Our first millionaire with the company signed up for an extra pedi and mani, and now she's making millions a year. So you never know. So let me just kind of touch on this. So what you do in your business reflects your downline, because if, as the leader, if you have a good, strong momentum, they're going to mimic what you do, okay? If you just sit back and try to ride on your team is going to sit back, right? Meaning that's going to get nobody anywhere, okay? So you have to work your business consecutively, even if it's a little bit a day, and show your team you're doing that, because consistency is key and duplication is key. We are not reinventing the wheel. There's no need for you to reinvent the wheel. The wheel has already been invented to make this business successful. We just all have to duplicate it, okay? So that's the cool thing about this business, is we don't have to think of anything new. We don't have to come up with new stuff. It's already been brought up, and it's already been put into place, and it's already been proven successful. So that's number one amazing thing about this. Number two is, I know that I'm working my business, and if somebody wants to become successful, they have to work theirs too. I wish I could do it for every single person and make everybody successful, because that ideally is why I do what I do, is helping everyone to success. But unfortunately, you cannot do it for anybody else but yourself, okay? And nobody can do it for you. So that also brings me to tell you, when I break down the comp plan, that you can pass your direct upline. Say your direct upline doesn't really work her business that much, kind of just hangs out, sells here and there. That's fine. That's fine. But if you really want this to be successful, that your upline has to understand that when you hit green elite, you could knock your upline out of her green elite position. Or if she has multiple people go green under her, that could knock her out and she'd be paid as a blue status, okay? So you never want to work your business based off someone else, okay? Yes, there's some people that get lucky with a strong team that kind of carries them to that elite status, but I'm telling you, past that elite status, you cannot ride the coattail of your team, okay? I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, but some people have to learn the hard way and get knocked out of their color before they really start working their business, or somebody see it before it happens and they really start jumping on their business. So this comp plan, like I said, was designed to build leaders wide and deep in your team, okay? So let's talk about the comp plan. When you first sign on, your first 125 in PRS makes you a white status presenter. That is your first promotion with Younique and becoming a qualified presenter with Younique, okay? Now, the second one is the best first promotion, okay? Yellow status means you have sold or bought $1,000 in personal sales and you get a permanent pay raise. You go from getting 20% back to 25% back. Who doesn't love a pay raise, right? So that's the first promotion you really want to get to when you're just getting started in this business. Plus, at the beginning of each month, we all start back at yellow, meaning I start back at yellow, our Black status leaders start back at yellow, you start back at yellow. We all start back with 0 PRS the first of the month, and we're all considered yellow status at the first of the month. So yes, even if you hit pink the month before, you're always considered a pink status presenter, but does not mean you will get paid as a pink status presenter the next month. You have to requalify and hit the qualifications again, okay? Once again, that's where building your team wide and deep is important, okay? So once you've hit yellow, you'll always get 25% back on your purchases and sales, okay? Then the next promotion is a pink status. Pink status means at the very minimum, you have to have 250 in your own personal sales that month, okay? On top of that, you have to have 2,000 in company sales. Company sales means it's 75% of your personal sales and your downline's personal sales, PRS, okay? So just because you have 2,000 in PRS that month, you'll notice your company sales won't say 2,000 unless your downline is doing, has a lot of PRS, okay? So anytime you're figuring up your company sales, because once you hit yellow, any promotion after that is based off of company sales, not PRS, okay? So you need 250 in PRS, you need 2,000 in company sales, meaning your company, which is you and your downline, and you need at least one recruit that's qualified. Qualified means 125. Okay, they've sold or bought 125 that month. They're officially considered qualified for that month. Okay, so that's how you hit pink. Once you hit pink, you get 3% back on the 8th of the next month. You get paid 3% of your company sales. So say you have one recruit, but y'all's company sales goes to 3,000. You get 3% of that, okay? Now, then the next step is a blue status presenter. A blue status presenter is 250 in PRS, okay? You have to have a minimum of that. You need 4,000 in company sales, and you need 2 qualified recruits, meaning 2 people signed up directly under you need 125 in sales. It cannot be your direct. It has to be directly under you, okay? And remember, 4,000 in company sales is you plus your 2 directly sponsored company sales all combined, okay? 75% of all of y'all's PRS added together. Then you get 4% back on the 8th of the next month of what your company sells when you're paid as a blue status presenter, okay? These bonuses slowly get bigger and bigger, and then you hit green. And I think they did green, the color green, because that is the jackpot, okay? That is where the money is, because let me tell you why. When you hit green, you get 5 extra % on your PRS. So now you get 25% back throughout the month on purchases. You get an extra 5% on all your personal sales at the end of that month, okay? That means you get 30% back in commission, okay? You have to have a minimum of 500 PRS, and you have to have 3 qualified recruits, meaning they only need 125. So if you only have 3 girls and they only have 125, you also need 10,000 in company sales, meaning you are going to have to carry yourself to the color green, which is what I did when I went green. I really didn't understand the comp plan. I knew the bare minimums and I knew what I needed to get. And I set out with 5 days left of the month and got 4,500 in company sales, because I wanted green status. I didn't know what it meant, but I wanted it, right? And I saw the monetary benefits the second I hit it. I was like, whoa, okay, I do need green every month. You know what I'm saying? So 500 in PRS minimum for green, 10,000 in company sales, a minimum of 3 qualified recruits, 125 PRS or more, and the monetary benefits are amazing. So then at the end of the month, you get 5% back on your personal sales, plus you get 5% off that 10,000 or your company sales. So if it's even more, you get 5% back. Okay. So that's like a minimum of, I can't even do the math right now, but green status is where it's at for the jackpot. Okay. Once you hit that, then it just blossoms from there even more. Okay. So now, once you've hit green, if you want to go for orange, you have to have the same 500 PRS. You have to have 20,000 in company sales. You need 4 qualified recruits. Okay. I think it's 4. Let me make sure. I could be telling you wrong. It may be 3. And this is all in your back office, okay? So it's 3. Okay. So the same requirements of green is for orange. So 500 in PRS, 3 qualified recruits, but hopefully those 3 qualifieds have their own personal recruits, and all of their recruits plus your recruits is your company. So you need 20,000 in company sales. Plus, you need one of your girls underneath you to be green status, okay? So this is where we're talking about building wide and deep and building leaders, okay? So everybody's ultimate goal after they hit yellow should obviously be pink, then blue, but ultimately they should be aiming for green status, okay? Then once you hit green, then you can worry about going orange and going purple and going black, because you need true leaders underneath you to get those colors. So, and then you get basically the same percentage. You get 30% of your personal sales. If you hit orange, you get 5% of your circle, meaning this is where I was telling you can't ride your coat. The leaders cannot ride the coattails of their team, because once you have a green, your circle cells, once somebody else goes green under you, their circle cells bounce out of your circle cells. So if you still don't have enough circle cells, which you need 4,000 for green orange, if you don't have that 4,000 outside of that green company, then you will not hit orange even though you have a green under you. Okay, so once you get up there, we'll talk those higher numbers, but for now, let's focus on what color you need to get at, and know that when we talk about sponsoring, it's only to help you become more successful quicker, okay? So growing wide, meaning your direct line, your first line, people you actually personally recruit, needs to be wide. And then you want your girls recruiting so that you can grow deep, okay? And you want them mimicking it. That's why I tell everyone a minimum of 500 PRS a month and 3 personally enrolled, okay? If you want to do a minimum of 1,000 PRS and 2 personally enrolled, that's fine. As long as you're adding 1 person a month, at least, at a bare minimum, 1 person a month, you're doing okay. You're doing good, okay? So I hope this helps understand, and I hope it makes people realize, like, your hard work is not going to make somebody else successful. It might for a little bit, but it's not going to forever. So don't stop working your business because you think you're just making someone else successful, because in the long run, you're not. You're only building up your success, okay? So hope this helps. Hope you have a great day, and take some notes. And let's go kill this month.